The last day of our 5-day split is a nice recovery day. So we're gonna do some low intensity stretching, yoga, nice cardio walk. That's what we're gonna focus on today. I like to call today yoga and chill. So you're gonna find yourself on the center of a yoga mat, have a nice stance, keep that core engaged. You want your shoulders down and back, maybe your feet shoulder width apart, just whatever is comfortable for you. And you're gonna raise your hands up, all the way up to the ceiling. Nice deep breath in using your diaphragm. So it's a really deep breathing. You're not breathing through your lungs, you're breathing through your gut. And as your arms come down, really exhaust the breath. Now repeat 3 times. Now we're gonna stretch out our chest and open up that heart. I like to call this one a heart opener stretch. So your arms are coming parallel to your body and then you're bringing them back, really squeezing the shoulder blades back. If you can, if you're really flexible, you can intertwine your fingers together and really push back, opening up that chest. And again, a few deep breaths here. And so the opposite of the heart opener stretch is the shoulder blade stretch. So we're gonna push your hands opposite, so they're gonna go towards the front, and you're really just pushing forward, really separating the shoulder blades this time, getting that nice deep stretch in there. Again, hold and breathe for maybe 3 deep breaths. So now we're gonna take it down to a nice lunge position. So one leg in front of the other one, making sure that knee isn't going over your toe. Now after you get in a nice lunge, you're gonna drop that back knee, the toe's gonna come up under, and you're really gonna sink down deep into that hip flexor. So whatever leg is forward, that's the hip flexor that you're gonna be stretching. Nice deep lunge in, and then whatever leg is forward, take the opposite arm up and over for a nice deeper stretch. Now we're gonna do the standing groin stretch. Now this is the standing groin stretch. So your legs are facing forward and you're just gonna lean over to one side, really stretching those inner thigh muscles, those adductors. Feeling a nice deep stretch, hold it for a few breaths and then switch to the other leg. And now if you can, we're gonna go down and do some splits. Now a lot of people think flexibility is something that you're born with maybe, but really it's just like weight training. You need to practice in reps and sets and do it every single day if you want to get better. And just really reach towards that toe and just hold 10, 20 deep breaths here and then switch to the other leg. And do that for a few times back and forth of each leg. And by the end of it, you will definitely feel a little bit more flexible than when you first started. Hip flexors are one of my favorite things to stretch. So we're gonna get into the happy baby pose. Lay your back flat on a mat, your feet are gonna come up, and your hip flexors are really gonna get open. So you're gonna hold your feet in the palm of your hands, and you're really just rocking back and forth, opening up those hip flexors. This one feels really good. Now we're gonna do the downward facing frog pose. If you feel a little sexy doing this one in public, maybe just keep it at home in the privacy of your bedroom. So you're gonna come down to the mat, your forearms are gonna be on the mat, and your knees are gonna be pointing outward, your feet are gonna face outward, and just rocking side to side, really stretching that hip flexor, that inner thigh, maybe a little bit of the glutes. This feels really good as well. So now you're gonna find yourself in a tree pose, and you're gonna bend forward, nice forward fold, really stretching the back of those hamstrings. Just go down as far as you can. I know everyone's not as flexible, but you will get there if you keep practicing. So just forward fold, bend down, really feel that nice deep hamstring stretch, and then come back up and keep repeating that. This is the seated forward bend. So find yourself on the mat, your feet are gonna come straight out in front of you. You're gonna be on your sit bones nice and flat. Now you're just gonna fold forward, reaching your hands to your toes and putting your head down to your knees as far as you can. Hold that for 10, 20 seconds, nice deep breaths, and then come back up and relax. For me, yoga is just a really fun hobby, and it's just a really relaxing way to find myself, feel in the now. And I know it looks really impressive to a lot of people, maybe who follow me on Instagram and see me doing these crazy inversions, but it really is just about stretching, feeling good about yourself, focusing on the now, and playtime. It's really fun. So I encourage you to get on the mat and just try something new. Get upside down. It's actually an amazing energy rush. I feel like it's better than coffee in the morning to just do like a back bend and come back up, or to do a headstand. And yeah, it's just a really nice, relaxing way to completely feel in the moment and in control of your body and the way that you're moving. I like to call this a yoga and chill. Now, a lot of people say like, oh, Karina, you're so good at yoga. And yoga really isn't about being good. Every person can do it, and it's actually an amazing complement to weight training. A lot of people, you either see them in the gym or you see them in the yoga room, and it's almost like a completely different world and type of person, but I think they really complement each other beautifully. One's you're shortening the muscle, one you're elongating it. And weight training, maybe you'll go really hard, you'll listen to EDM or rap music. Yoga is just a really good way to de-stress, relax, feel at peace with yourself and the world, and not to mention it really helps your functionality when you're flexible and those muscles are fresh from stretching.